dispatch them quickly. I will not fail. Go down! Right to the base! Fire blade straight through! It has begun.
Yes? I grew up in... I've been in Denerim for what? 6... And a pickpocket, thank you very much. I found that. He grabbed... I'm a wanted man in Denerim, you see, so they were... Duncan, don't know why... Besides, it beats get... Alright for an old bugger. He's... You heard the same speech I did. Blood and old Hey...
I am ready. I hail from Redcliffe, but Duncan recruited me in Highever, a city off the northern coast. Have you traveled there? I'm only curious. I was in Arl Eamon's Arl Eamon gave me leave to serve in Highever, but I was attempting to... Never. Last month, it was hard to leave my wife. We married only a year ago, and she is heavy with child now. But Ferelden needs my blade, and he has a seemingly impossible task. We need to find those documents and the Darkspawn. Indeed.
Over here. Who is that? Grey Wardens?
Well, he's not half as dead as he looks, is he?
My scouting band was attacked by Darkspawn. They came out of the ground. Please help me. I've got to return to camp.
I have bandages in my pack.
Thank you. Oh, I've got to get out of here.
Did you hear? An entire patrol of seasoned men killed by Darkspawn.
Calm down, Sir Jory. We'll be fine if we're careful.
Those soldiers were careful, and they were still overwhelmed. How many Darkspawn can the four of us slay? A dozen? 100? There's an entire army in these forests.
There are Darkspawn about, but we're in no danger of walking into the bulk of the Horde.
How do you know? I'm not a coward, but this is foolish and reckless. We should go back. I still do not relish the thought of encountering an army.
Know this. All Grey Wardens can sense Darkspawn. Whatever their cunning, I guarantee they won't take us by surprise. That's why I'm here.
You see, Sir Knight, we might die, but we'll be warned about it first.
That is reassuring.
That doesn't mean I'm here to make this easy, however. So let's get a move on.
begun. Begun. It is begun. As you say. It shall be done. Don't give them the advantage! I shall do it. Too slow! Very well.
Yes? Hey, I'm following you, aren't I?
As you say.
Looky here.
Look there. Poor slobs. That just seems so excessive.
Let us do it. Say your prayers. Shall be done. Come, let us end this. Away with you! Just die already! As you say. As you say. shall be done. As you said. Let's have at it! Right to the face!
What's that?
shall be done. No quarter shall be given. It's a fine thing we've done.
Say your prayers!
As you say. It is begun. I shall do it.
Well, well. What have we here? Are you a vulture, I wonder? A scavenger, poking amidst a corpse whose bones were long since cleaned? Or merely an intruder, come into these darkspawn-filled wilds of mine in search of easy prey? What say you, Scavenger or intruder? Tis a tower no longer. The wilds have obviously claimed this desiccated corpse. I have watched your progress for some time. Where do they go, I wondered? Why are they here? And now you disturb ashes none have touched for so long. Why is that?
Don't answer her. She looks chastened, and that means others may be nearby.
Oh, you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Yes, swooping is bad.
She's a witch of the wilds, she is. She'll turn us into toads.
Witch of the Wilds. Such idle fancies, those legends. Have you no minds of your own? You there, handsome lad. Tell me your name and I shall tell you mine. Let us be civilized. And you may call me Morrigan, if you wish. Shall I guess your purpose? You sought something in that chest? Something that is here no longer?
Here no longer. You stole them, didn't you? You're some kind of sneaky witch thief.
How very eloquent. How does one steal from dead men?
Quite easily, it seems. Those documents are Grey Warden property, and I suggest you return them.
I will not, for 'twas not I who removed them. Invoke a name that means nothing here any longer if you wish. I am not threatened. 'Twas my mother, in fact. There is a sensible request. I like you.
I'd be careful. First it's, I like you, but then zap. Frog time.
She'll put us all in the pot, she will. Just you watch.
If the pot's warmer than this forest, it'd be a nice change.
Follow me then, if it pleases you. Greetings, Mother. I bring before you 4 Grey Wardens who...
I see them, girl. Much as I expected.
Are we supposed to believe you were expecting us?
You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Shut one's eyes tight or open one's arms wide. Either way, one's a fool.
She's a witch, I tell you. We shouldn't be talking to her.
Quiet, Daveth. If she's really a witch, do you want to make her mad?
There is a smart lad. Sadly irrelevant to the larger scheme of things, but it is not I who decides. Believe what you will. And what of you? Do you possess a different viewpoint? Or do you believe as the others do?
They did not come to listen to your wild tales, Mother.
True, they came for their treaties, yes? And before you begin barking, your precious seal wore off long ago. I have protected these.
You... Oh, you protected them.
And why not? Take them to your Grey Wardens and tell them this Blight's threat is greater than they realize. Such manners. Always in the last place you look. Like stockings. Oh, do not mind me. You have what you came for.
Time for you to go, then.
Do not be ridiculous, girl. These are your guests.
Oh, very well. I will show you out of the woods. Follow me.
The Mabari's stable for now, but not improving. Unless I get that herb I told you about, there's not much hope. Let me see. Yeah, that's exactly it. Wonderful. Yeah, give me a moment and I'll make this into an ointment. He looks better already. I'm sure he'd thank you himself if he could. A day, maybe 2. There's enough ointment for him to make a full recovery. Why not come back after the battle? Perhaps we can see about imprinting him on you. Maybe. It's likely he understands you're responsible for curing him. Mabari are at least as smart as your average tax collector. Come back after the battle and just... or take another look. Welcome, young man. I am one of the Tranquil. It is a time-consuming Allow me to put it this way. Do you know why those with magical talent are feared? Those with magical talent attract demons and spirits. We can be possessed easily and thus become horrors known as abominations. Even those with minor talents attract hungry spirits. Anyone with the power may learn blood magic from these demons. Hence, we are considered dangerous. This is our curse. Thus, I was made tranquil, stripped of emotions and talent. I am no longer dangerous. It might seem such to you, but I feel no horror. Our forehead is branded with magic, which stills our talent and mind. The process is irreversible. You do? Perhaps we may speak of something else. It is the irony, perhaps. Runes, naturally, the greater the good.
Back again? Don't the Grey Wardens need you? Off you go. I have preparations to make for the battle, and I won't...
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps? So long as you keep it quiet. Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps? Let me know what you'd like.
So you returned from the wilds. Have you been successful? Good. I've had the Circle mages preparing. With the blood you've retrieved, we can begin the joining immediately.
There was a woman at the tower, and her mother had the scrolls. They were both very... odd.
Were they wilder folk?
I don't think so. They might be apostates. Mages hiding from the Chantry.
I know you were once a Templar, Alistair, but Chantry business is not ours. We have the scrolls. Let us focus on the joining. Let me be very clear on that point. You are not volunteers. Whether you were conscripted or recruited, you were chosen because you are needed. There is no turning back now. You must gather your courage for what comes next.
Courage? How much danger are we in?
I will not lie. We Grey Wardens pay a heavy price to become what we are. Fate may decree that you pay your price now, rather than later. If only such secrecy were unnecessary, and all understood.
Let's go.
Then...
The more I hear about this joining, the less I like it.
Are you blubbering again?
Why all these damn tests? Have I not earned my place?
Maybe it's tradition. Maybe they're just trying to annoy you.
I only know that my wife is in Highever with a child on the way. If they had warned me, it just doesn't seem fair.
Would you have come if they'd warned you? Maybe that's why they don't. The Wardens do what they must, right?
Including sacrificing us?
I'd sacrifice a lot more if I knew it would end the Blight. Don't we? The Grey Wardens have saved the world from Darkspawn before. I'd say they know better than anyone what it takes. You saw those Darkspawns tonight. Wouldn't you die to protect your pretty wife from them?
Maybe
you'll die. Maybe we'll all die. If nobody stops the Darkspawn, we'll die for sure.
I've just never faced a foe I could not engage with my blade.
At last, we come to the joining. The Grey Wardens were founded during the First Blight, when humanity stood on the verge of annihilation. So it was that the first Grey Wardens drank of Darkspawn blood and mastered their taint.
We're going to drink the blood of those creatures.
As the first Grey Wardens did before us, as we did before you. This is the source of our power and our victory.
Those who survive the joining become immune to the taint. We can sense it in the Darkspawn and use it to slay the Archdemon.
Not all who drink the blood will survive, and those who do are forever changed. This is why the joining is a secret. It is the price we pay. We speak only a few words prior to the joining, but these words have been said since the first. Alistair, if you would.
Join us, brothers and sisters. Join us in the shadows where we stand vigilant. Join us as we carry the duty that cannot be forsworn. And should you perish, know that your sacrifice will not be forgotten. And that one day, we shall join you.
Davith, step forward. I am sorry, Davith. Step forward, Jory.
But I have a wife, a child. Had I known...
There is no turning back.
No! You ask too much. There is no glory in this.
I am sorry. But the joining is not yet complete. You are called upon to submit yourself to the taint for the greater good. From this moment forth, you are a Grey Warden. It is finished. Welcome.
2 more deaths. In my joining, only one of us died, but it was horrible. I'm glad at least one of you made it through.
How do you feel? Jory was warned that there was no turning back, as were you all. When he went for his blade, however, he left me no choice. It brought me no pleasure to end his life. The Blight demands sacrifices from us all. Thankfully, you stand here as proof they are not all made in vain.
Did you have dreams? I had terrible dreams after my joining.
Such dreams come when you begin to sense the Darkspawn, as we all do. That and many other things can be explained in the months to come.
Before I forget, there is one last part to your joining. We take some of that blood and put it in a pendant. Something to remind us of those who didn't make it this far.
Take some time. When you're ready, I'd like you to accompany me to a meeting with the King. The King is discussing strategy for the upcoming battle. I am not sure why he has requested your presence. The meeting is to the west, down the stairs. Please attend as soon as you're able. We can speak more after the meeting with the King.
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps? Let me know what you'd like. Hello again. Is there something you need? So long as you keep it quiet.
Loghain, my decision is final. I will stand by the Grey Wardens in this assault.
You risk too much, Cailan. The Darkspawn Horde is too dangerous for you to be playing hero on the front lines.
If that's the case, perhaps we should wait for the Orlesian forces to join us after all.
I must repeat my protest to your fool notion that we need the Orlesians to defend ourselves.
It is not a fool notion. Our arguments with the Orlesians are a thing of the past, and you will remember who is king.
How fortunate Marek did not live to see his son ready to hand Ferelden over to those who enslaved us for a century.
Then our current forces will have to suffice, won't they? Duncan, are your men ready for battle?
They are, Your Majesty.
And this is the recruit I met earlier on the road? I understand congratulations are in order. Every Grey Warden is needed now. You should be honored to join their ranks.
Your fascination with glory and legends will be your undoing, Cailan. We must attend to reality.
Fine. Speak your strategy. The Grey Wardens and I draw the Darkspawn into charging our lines, and then?
You will alert the tower to light the beacon, signaling my men to charge from cover.
To flank the Darkspawn, I remember. This is the Tower of Ishal in the ruins, yes? Well, who shall light this beacon?
I have a few men stationed there. It's not a dangerous task, but it is vital.
Then we should send our best. Send Alistair and the new Grey Warden to make sure it's done.
We need the beacon. Without it, Loghain's men won't know when to charge.
You see? Glory for everyone.
You rely on these Grey Wardens too much. Is that truly wise?
Enough of your conspiracy theories, Loghain. Grey Wardens battle the Blight no matter where they're from.
Your Majesty, you should consider the possibility of the Archdemon appearing.
There have been no signs of any dragons in the wilds.
Isn't that what your men are here for, Duncan?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, the tower and its beacon are unnecessary. The
We
Circle
will
of
not
Magi...
trust any lives to your spells, Mage. Save them for the Darkspawn.
Enough! This plan will suffice. The Grey Wardens will light the beacon.
Thank you, Loghain. I cannot wait for that glorious moment. The Grey Wardens battle beside the King of Ferelden to stem the tide of evil.
Yes, Cailan. A glorious moment for us all.
You heard the plan. You and Alistair will go to the Tower of Ishal and ensure the beacon is lit.
What? I won't be in the battle.
This is by the King's personal request, Alistair. If the beacon is not lit, Tern Loghain's men won't know when to charge.
So he needs 2 Grey Wardens standing up there holding the torch, just in case, right?
The tower is on the other side of the gorge from the King's camp, the way we came when we arrived. You'll need to cross the gorge and head through the gate and up to the tower entrance. From the top, you'll overlook the entire valley. We will signal you when the time is right. Alistair will know what to look for. Stay with the Terran's men and guard the tower. If you are needed, we will send word.
We soil our drawers, that's what.
If it does, leave it to us. I want no heroics from either of you. The battle is about to begin. Once I leave, move quickly. You'll have less than an hour. Of course, even the best laid plans go awry. So do what you must. I trust you both.
Just not enough to actually fight with the rest of you.
There will be plenty of battles, Alistair. Be patient. Then I must join the others. From here, you two are on your own. Remember, you are both Grey Wardens. I expect you to be worthy of that title.
Duncan, may the Maker watch over you.
May he watch over us all. plan will work, Your Majesty.
Of course it will. The Blight ends here. For Ferelden!
Let's cross the bridge and get to the Tower of his...
You're Grey Wardens, aren't you? The tower, it's been taken.
What are you talking about, man? Taken how?
The Darkspawn came up through the lower chambers. They're everywhere. Most of our men are dead.
Then we have to get to the beacon and light it ourselves.
'Tis begun. It shall be done. Shall be done. Shall be done.
Die!
As you say. It is begun.
Okay, done with you now!
It shall be done. Begun.
You asked for it! There is no glory in bloodshed! Go.
Begun.
Here.
As you say. It is begun. It shall be done. As you say.
it quickly.
It's begun. Very well.
Back!
Shall we die? Very well. Shall we go?
Off I go.
As you say. Shall be done. The Darkspawn have sensed us. I shall do. As you say. Begun.
This is it!
Maker's breath. What are these Darkspawn doing ahead of the rest of the Horde? There wasn't supposed to be any resistance here. Hey, you're right. I guess there is a silver lining here if you think about it. At any rate, we need to hurry. We need to get up to the top of the tower and light the signal fire in time. Taron Loghain will be waiting for the signal.
It shall be done. be done. It is begun. It shall be done. I shall do it.
Loghain better be ready to charge as soon as we light the signal. The king is depending on us.
Shall be done.
We must fight. Let us do it quickly.
Very well. It shall be done. Very well. I shall do it. It is begun.
Shall be done.
Sound the retreat.
But what about the king? Should we not...
Do as I command.
Pull out! All of you, let's move!
Ah, your eyes finally open. Mother shall be pleased. You were injured, and then Mother rescued you. Do you not remember? Mother managed... The man, those he abandoned, were massacred. All dead. He is outside by the fire. Mother, I do not know. She rarely tells... Yes, but I expect you shall be fine. He is, as you are. I suppose it would be unkind to say he is being childish. I do not mind. Take your time. We ask, once you leave, 'tis uncertain what... I wonder... I would have rescued your king. A king would be worth a much higher ransom than you. I am only being practical. She turned. If you do not believe that tale, then I suggest only stragglers that are long gone. I do not know who this Loghain even... I agree.
Here is your fellow Grey Warden. You worry too much, young man.
You're alive. I thought you were dead for sure. Oh, this doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad. To be done.
But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
The Flemeth? From the legends? Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not? Well, we cannot have all the Grey Wardens dying at once, can we? Someone has to deal with these Darkspawn. It has always been the Grey Warden's duty to unite the lands against the Blight. Or did that change when I wasn't looking?
That doesn't make any sense. Why would he do it?
Now that is a good question. Men's hearts hold shadows darker than any tainted creature. Perhaps he believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
The Archdemon. The throne? He's the Queen's father. Still, I can't see how he'll get away with murder.
You speak as if he would be the first king to gain his throne that way. Grow up, boy.
If Al-Eamon knew what he did, he would never stand for it. The Landsmeet would never stand for it. There would be civil war. I suppose. Al-Eamon wasn't at Ostagar. I know him. He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet. Of course! We could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help.
You could wait.
It's been centuries since the last Blight. Nobody will take it seriously until it's too late. Of course! The treaties! Grey Wardens can do...
I mean...
So can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army?
So you are set then, ready to be Grey Wardens. Now that you mention it...
The stew is the Grey...
So, you heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you had ears. Her magic will be... You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this...
Not...
If you...
Mother...
You must be... They need... And you, Wardens, do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world.
Allow me to get my... Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours. From the way he glares, I imagine that answer is clear.
Do you really want to take her along because her mother says so? I guess you're right.
I am so pleased to have your approval. I may have answers. Ask. 'Twas she who raised me, and thus I consider her my mother, born from her womb or not. 'Tis what you meant, yes? Mother was alone long before I came, and from time to... Mother wishes for me to expand the horizon of my experience. What I want... So, yes, this is what I want. 'Tis a small...
A challenge for...
Of course they have. They even called out their Templars once. I meant beyond that, 'tis close, and... the real...
That's true. We can sense the Darkspawn. Conversely, they can sense us. We should be able...
Mother has given me something else for them to smell instead as we pass by. 'Tis important we head out of the wilds, however, not farther in. They come from underground, like I know a few.
Can you...
I can cook, yes.
Right, my cooking will kill us. That's all I meant.
I also know at least 15 different poisons that grow right here in this marsh. Not that I would say. Farewell,
Yes,
And I expect each of you to supply these men. We must rebuild what was lost at Ostagar, and quickly. There are those who would take advantage of our weakened state if we let them. We must defeat this Darkspawn incursion, but we must do so sensibly and without hesitation.
Your lordship, if I might speak. You have declared yourself Queen Anora's regent, and claim we must unite under your banner for our own good. But what of the army lost at Ostagar? Your withdrawal was most fortuitous.
Everything I have done has been to secure Ferelden's independence. I have not shirked my duty to the throne, and neither will any of you!
The Banorn will not bow to you simply because you demand it.
Understand this. I will brook no threat to this nation from you or anyone.
Van Tegan, please!
Your Majesty, your father risks civil war. If Eamon were here...
Van Tegan, my father is doing what is best.
Did he also do what was best for your husband, Your Majesty?
Ahead. Blast! Begun.
Oh, this should be
good. It's begun.
I think he was out there looking for you. He's chosen you.
Does this mean...
He's not mangy.
It shall be done.
Wake up, gentlemen. More travelers to attend to. I'd guess that fellow is the leader.
They don't look much like them others. You know, maybe we should just let these ones pass.
Nonsense. Greetings, travelers.
Highwaymen, preying on those fleeing the Darkspawn, I suppose.
They are fools to get in our way. I say, teach them a lesson.
Now, is that any way to greet someone? A simple 10 silvers, and you're free to move on.
What did I tell? Oh, right. Even if you're no refugee...
Well, I can't say I'm...
Right. We get to ransack your corpse then. Those are the rules.
We must not exhaust our supplies.
I am your death! All right, we surrender. We're just trying to get by before the Darkspawn get us all. Yes, of course. We should have been more careful. I'm sorry. Well, what could I tell you? We aren't even... Well, there aren't soldiers here anymore, so we... Well, I was just trying to feed my family, you know? Couple, maybe. A group of wounded ash warriors came by earlier. Got right out of their way. Everyone's saying how the Turn Loghain pulled out just in time. Well, then let me go! But there aren't any. Just the Templars, and they'll execute me. What, are you joking, right? I could never be a soldier. I'm not going down without a...
Shall be done.
Run while you can!
My skill has won the day.
Well, there it is. Lothering. Pretty as a painting.
Ah, so you have finally decided to rejoin us, have you? Falling on your blade in grief seemed like too much trouble, I take it.
Is my being upset so hard to understand? Have you never lost someone important to you? Just what would you do if your mother died?
Before or after I stopped laughing.
Right, very creepy. Forget I asked.
His navel, I suspect. He certainly has been contemplating it for long enough.
Oh, I get it. This is the part where we're shocked to discover how you've never had a friend your entire life.
I can be friendly when I desire to. Alas, desiring to be more intelligent does not make it so.
Anyway, I thought we should talk about where we intend to go first.
This should be good.
I think what Flemeth suggested is the best idea. These treaties, have you looked at them? The treaties, the ones we got from Flemeth. There are 3 main groups that... I also still think that Arl Eamon is our best bet for help. We might even want to go to him first. Short of leaving Ferelden to seek them out, the only place to send word to would be Weishaupt Fortress. And that's thousands of miles away. Well, I don't...
Now...
Arl Eamon is a good man, but I don't know for sure he's where we should go. I'm not going to fight about it.
Go after...
Yeah.
I was asked for my opinion and I gave...
I can give you directions, if you like. He'll be at Castle Redcliffe, in the far western part of Ferelden, next to the mountain passes. If he isn't there, someone will be able to tell us where he is. If we head eastward, towards the Brecilian Forest, we should hear word of one of the clans that wanders that area. Hopefully they will still be there. We would need to speak to their king in Orzammar. That means heading... That would be at their tower on Lake Cullen. If he isn't out in the field, we can go to Denerim, but somehow... Then you have a plan. I'm not sure I like...
Of course.
That.
It may not be...
How enlightening. Fair enough.
What do you wish of me? If you must. I was when a child is alone and separate, changing. Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know? The form in time. I gain nothing by studying another human. There were you look, but my life is as a human. I am under no illusions to the contrary. They do not shine as to what they think. I truly cannot say. Just as I am still human. No. The zealots of the Chantry would uproot all such practitioners if they could. But as luck have it, some still exist. Not. There are those who look on the word apostate as meaning free. Indeed. Have you an opinion on my abilities, then? Am I an unnatural... But in... What do you wish of me? If you must. Why do you ask me such questions? I do not probe you for pointless information, do I? In time, I grew curious. I left the wilds to explore. Would you not do the same? For all that I had, I was unfamiliar with so much. So confident and bold. Only once was he pointed and gasped and began shouting in his strange language, and most assumed he was casting some curse upon men. Not that I did not have trouble. There are things about human society which have always puzzled me, such as the touching. Why all the touching for a simple greeting? To begin with, there were men. I still do not understand it all, truth be told, but then I gave up long ago any hope of doing. Yes, well, What do you wish of me? If you must. You are very cute to ask so. Really? My mother had... Flemeth made a bit of a game of it, in fact. The Templars would come... I found the... Flemeth would... And then the true game began. Often Flemeth would use me as bait. Sometimes, thankfully, I did not understand the danger we faced until I was much older. I had never heard of a... I think that there are no... If the wilds have taught me anything, 'tis this. First, you must survive. Do you disagree? Oh? I would ask... Enough... What do you wish of me? If you must. Well, that depends, does it not? What does she seem to be? Tell me, how much do you know of the tale? The one that the chastened still tell of my mother, to frighten them into obedience. No doubts, I can relay what Flemeth once told me herself, as the tale is sung by the bard. Man, the tale, in truth. Lord Conobar approached young Osen and offered him wealth and power in exchange for his... it was. All Osen was led off to a field and slain, left for dead. Flemeth spoke to the spirit. That was not the point. Flemeth, Lord, the legends all speak of the great hero Cormac. He who... The truth of the... Flemeth was only attached to the legend much later. I do not believe... But on the whole, yes, the demon within her has... I only know... But she is no immortal. You ask if I have... The stories tell... Flemeth refuses to speak. The chastened tell... It may be true. I have never... How often... There are more things in this world and the next. Flemeth, dare I ask of your own mother? Few are abominations of legend, 'tis true, but I find myself curious. I find... What do you wish of me? We are hardly alone, so privacy is not an option. It is your question, however. Ask what you will.
What do you need? You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not when so much is riding on. I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe. I don't know. Have you had someone close to you die? Not that I mean... Yes, Thank you. Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little. I'd like that. What do you need? Ask away. Essentially, they're trained. The other main purpose for a temple, perhaps, the Chant. And since the Chantry controlled, thankfully, the Chant. What do you need? Ask away. Such as they are. If we go north and here beyond, so unless we try to get back to the, I imagine we could try to contact them. I mean, but I don't, unless we can find out more about the joining, I get just left. Eventually other Grey Wardens, about the Grey Wardens anyhow. Fair enough. What do you need? Ask away. Same way you did. You drink some blood, you choke on it, and pass out. You haven't forgotten already, have you? Let's see, I was in the Chantry before. I trained for many years to become a Templar, in fact. The Grand Cleric didn't want to let me go. Duncan was forced to conscript me, actually, and was she ever furious when he... I wondered that... I'll always be thankful to Duncan for recruiting me. If it hadn't been for him, you know. No. Come on. What do you need? Ask away. Oh, did I say that? I meant that dogs raised me. Giant slobbering dogs from the Anderfell. Well, my mum... He was good to me. And he didn't have to be. Arleman. So off I was packed to the nearest monastery at age 10. Just as well. The Arlessa made sure the castle... Probably. Stupid thing to do. All I know...
I want to go home.
I brought my family to Lothering because I thought it would be safe.
because I thought it would be safe.
Please, we came here to get away from the fighting.
Just how smart are Mabari supposed to be, anyway? Do you think they understand everything we say? Oh, is that so? I shall do it. You could just be listening to the tone of my voice. You could be an utter moron for all we know. Hey now! There's nothing saying that a moron can't be cute and adorable. Who's the cute and adorable puppy?
You don't look like the other folk fleeing the south. Were you in the battle? You don't look chastened, so you're not from the wilds.
and you're not a farmer, I'd guess you saw some fighting. I thought them that survived already marched north with the Tairn. Don't let me... Hey, what's on now? Can't promise I'm gonna answer them. What is? Not that they'll be safe here. For now, most folks go to Sir Brian. He's gone to war and taken all his soldiers live... Were? You mean they're gone? Well, goody. Sir Brian'll be glad, though. Don't let me stop you.
You there. If you're looking for safe shelter, I'll move on if you can. Lothering's lot. We've had refuge. There simply isn't enough food to go around. I'm just warning you, things may not be as hospitable as you would. The band has marched otherwise...
Mother says we have to run before the bad men get here.
I don't like this.
I shall do it.
Back off. I have the right to charge what I wish.
It's...
Oh, you there. You look able. Would you care to make a tiny profit helping a beleaguered businessman? Didn't I... Look, stranger. I've 100 silvers if you drive this rabble off, starting with that priest. I'm an honest merchant, nothing more. Would it help the... I'm not arguing anymore. Drive off this woman and get your 100 silvers. Otherwise, I'm taking my wagon and leaving. Perhaps. If that woman...
Do what?
Fine.
So, thank you.
Don't suppose you're looking to buy... All right.
As you say. It shall be done.
Your children!
The legions of evil are on your doorstep. They will feast upon our hearts. There is Flippet. There! One of their minions is already amongst us. This man I want. Please.
But
this This minion is but the first of those who will destroy us! Some of us fled here, but we cannot escape the Darkspawn! No, I won't listen to the words of a man I ran, hearing my wife's screams and... Why am I...
He was right, wasn't he? You're right, but
We can't lie.
Maybe with that blasted chasing gone, my headache will go as well.
If you seek refuge in the Chantry, there's simply no... We turn none aside, but we simply don't. Priests are within if you seek to offer devotion to... The revered mother runs the Chantry. It's... Were? Did you drive them off? Not since Tairn Loghain passed by. Make her watch over you.
It shall be done.
There's word of Darkspawn.
Are you here to see the Reverend Mother too? In her office, I came... Well...
We are the only hope of protection this village has now, and I will not abandon it. That is all. May the Maker have mercy on us. Yes? Who might you be? I see. Tairn Loghain declared all Grey Wardens. I don't believe that... It is best you not linger, though. The Revere... Normally, our role is to protect the Chant...
Let us...
My concern is protecting these people. We have more... If only our powers work to keep away the Darkspawn. In her study, no doubt. Prepare... Our ban was summoned by Tairn Loghain. If the matter is important, certainly. Other than that, none of it is good. Tairn Loghain is set to declare himself... Tairn Loghain has... If... I do not care who takes the throne. Only fools... Him... One... Never mind. Ask him if you care about this foolishness. They are... Now, unless there's something else you need. It opens the large cabinet on the far wall. Maker's breath, how many times must we drive them off? All of them. Sad that it needed to come to that. But that... I wish I could afford... If... Now, unless there's something else you need. Travel...
Who? I beg your pardon. I did not see you approach.
Sir Donald? Is that you?
Alistair? By the Maker, how are you? I was certain you were dead.
Not yet. No thanks to Tairn Loghain.
If Arl Eamon were well, he'd set Loghain straight soon enough.
So you're here looking for the Urn of Sacred Ashes, then?
I am indeed. Andraste's ashes are said to cure any illness. But I fear we are chasing a fable. With each day, my hope dims. My mission takes priority. But I fear... Why is that, if I may ask? I see. The Arl... Whatever the Tairn has done or not done, the Arl remains ill, or he may be...
We should...
If nothing else, I am certain you would be welcomed at Castle Redcliffe. I expect you to take advantage of the Chantry's library. Supposedly, the urn contains the ashes of the prophetess. If you're truly... No, I intend to return to Redcliffe soon, and tell my fellow knight and traveling companion. What? Maker's mercy. Thank you for giving me these. I would never have known otherwise. Thank you. I wonder, with Henrik gone, thank you.
Let those who cry out from the shadows be comforted. Let those who seek redemption be delivered. Let those who have sinned be forgiven. And when the chant spreads across all four corners of the world,
letting hear our righteous dedication and enduring perseverance.
and then shall the Maker return to us. And then shall the Maker return to the Black City in heaven. And then shall the chant of light make it pure. Let all mankind or repeat the chant.
Will you be making a donation to the Chantry, my friend? You look like you have salvaged more of value than most who make it here. Might I suggest 30 silver? Thank you. What can I do for you then? A grey... You put me in a difficult position. You must... Ternlo. There is... Now... If there is nothing else... I cannot... Now... If there is nothing else... For a Now... If... May the Maker guard you, Grey Ward.
Word despair, fear and ignorance.
It's terrible. Does the... I apologize. The Maker's plan is too grand for me to fathom, especially at times like this. The revered mother presides over the chantry and... The Chant of Light! Surely you know it. The chant... Here we can only sing a few verses per week. When the Prophet... We gain his forgiveness by spreading on... Would you see someone's soul denied the May the Maker watch over you.
Let those who cry out from the shadows be comforted. Let those who seek redemption be delivered. Let those who have sinned be forgiven.
What do you wish of me?
This is no better than what we
If you must.
And when the chant spreads across all four corners of the world, let it rise at last to the ears of the Maker.
As you say.
Have you seen my mother? She said she'd be right behind me. He went with William to the neighbours yesterday, but he didn't come back. Mother said I wasn't to go with anyone. I'm supposed to wait for her here, in the village. I will. You're a...
Stop looking at me, mongrel. I have nothing you want. Why do you keep staring at me so, you flea-ridden beast? Can you not tell when you were not wanted? I enjoy company of creatures of the... Wild, not stench-ridden domesticated wolves. And he persists. Maddening!
Hello, stranger. I don't suppose I would, but... Did you make any traps? Or you seem nice. Whenever you get...
It is begun.